Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, is supported by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code CLUB at 22. Your balls will thank you. Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 2, Borussia Dortmund 2. A lot of twos happening there, but I could not care less. Rangers go through 6-4 on aggregate. A quite unbelievable night at Ibrox. I am your host, Scott Carney, and I'm joined by Ryan Hamers. Ryan, what a night, mate.
Outstanding. I am feeling it. How good was that at the end? Absolutely brilliant. Carney, it was... bipolar Rangers strike again, because we even went through a dip at half time, and I don't know about you, but I was certainly doubting that this was going to be possible, but they've delivered, and what a night for us. I mean, we've delivered in the big stage against a European giant, and I'm just so proud of them. Brilliant.
That is the overriding feeling that I have, mate, is just absolute pride in my team. Tonight, there was so many ups and downs tonight. It was a blockbuster, mate. You were right all along, mate, that both games were going to be blockbusters. It was certainly that, but yeah, I can't bring myself down right now. I'm absolutely flying, and this is a monumental night for Rangers in terms of European competition. We have played Borussia Dortmund over 2 legs. We've scored 6 goals against them. Fair enough, we've conceded 4, but we didn't lose one of those ties. I couldn't ask for anything more. I think on the Club Deck Corner, mate, did you say 3-2?
I said 3-2, yep.
So that's me, Ali, and Scotia all got it right with a Desmond, mate. So, yeah. And to be fair, Ali was wearing his Pioneers top tonight, so he can certainly take some credit for this. But, yeah, just an incredible night, an atmosphere that I've not heard in a long time. It was a very, very special night to be there, and it was incredible. It really was. The noise levels were just insane. They really were. Absolutely. The crowd, the fans, everybody at the club just really should be very proud of what we've achieved tonight. It's spectacular. Ryan, we'll try our best to try and break down the game best we can, mate. So the team tonight was exactly the same team that started in Dortmund. Barisic coming back in at left back, with Balogun moving to centre back. I'm a wee bit shocked, mate, and spoiler alert, Balogun comes on in the second half. If Balogun's fit, mate, why not play him?
Yeah, I don't know if he thought he maybe wasn't fit enough to start the game, or he just thought that was the right decision to go with the same team. We speak about hindsight a lot on the pod. Hindsight is Bassey's left back, but Balogun's your centre half. It's simple as that, because let's not focus too much on the negatives, but Bassey is our left back, and Balogun's the centre half, and it's simple as that. And it made a difference when he came on, and I know we'll come to that, but yeah, I wasn't too surprised with the lineup. That's a lineup I picked on the preview pod, because I thought, just because Balogun only played a half against Brentford, I thought he maybe wasn't fit enough, but he showed he was fit enough when he came on.
He certainly did. Rangers started the game really well. Honestly, I thought we decided that we were going to try and take the game to Dortmund again, and I thought in the first 10 minutes or so we were really in a fight. You could tell Dortmund were trying to suss what Rangers were going to do, trying to kind of figure out how to play against us. And look, I've said it in the last reaction pod after the game in Dortmund. There's a very good team. You can see the way they move the ball, the way they pass. They're a very talented team, and I think that Bellingham, for them especially, he's going to be a star, that boy.
Bellingham was a stick out. I'm a bit of Rangers Darius, where like when a big team come to Ibrox, it doesn't matter like what the score is. There is moments in the game where I quite enjoy watching the opposition, if that makes sense, because it's nice to see a class outfit like that. And Bellingham just glides about the park, and he's a fantastic player. I thought the boy Brandt as well, the boy on the right hand side, I thought he was quite impressive as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're a class outfit. They've got, like I said in the preview pod, they've got a plethora of talent throughout their squad. I think the centre halves have got maybe the question marks, but apart from that, they're a very good team.
Very good team, yeah, no doubt about it. They nearly take the lead. Actually, it was a bit of a poor defender from Rangers' part, and Bellingham gets there and it strikes off the post. But we do survive and manage to get it away. But just a wee wake up call where we all kind of let out a puff of air. I think at that point, mate, we all had a wee puff of air to ourselves and thought, right, okay, Rangers, come on. And then we did have our chances. They did have their chances, but we take the lead. A penalty to Rangers. I've literally just seen it's a wee bit late tonight. I do apologise to everybody. It's a wee bit late tonight, but I've seen bits of the highlights before we started recording there, mate. And it's a penalty all day long. He catches him. It's in the box. It's a penalty, and James Tavernier steps up and with conviction, mate, fires the ball into the net, and probably against the run of play, mate. But I didn't care at this point because Ibrox just exploded.
Oh God, it erupted, didn't it? It felt good because I'm pretty sure they had about 24 corners before that, if I remember correctly. Or it felt like 24 corners.
Yeah.
When Kent, I mean, we'll go into Kent a bit more detail in a bit, but Kent skips his man. Obviously, I couldn't see because as you know, I'm quite low down in the Govan front, so I thought it was just a free kick, and I've still not seen. I'm just in the door. I don't know how close it was. Was it on right? Was it just inside the box or
just inside the box, mate? But it's in the box, mate. Like there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Aye, because I was quite surprised when they pointed to the spot. I didn't realise how close it was to the box. So great to see. And Tavernier steps up, and I said to the guy next to me, I give Tavernier. I'm one of these guys who I'll slate Tavernier when he doesn't do his job defensively, and I know how good he is offensively. But whatever you think of Tavernier, what a set of balls he's got on him for both penalties, to take both penalties and put them away. And listen, he's played a huge part in us winning this tie. It's a great penalty, and it just puts us in control beyond belief. 3 goals ahead against Dortmund we were at one point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great.
So, unreal. I said it to the guys about me, mate. Balls of a lion to stand up and do that and hit that penalty the way he hit it. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Just what you're expecting from your captain. And look, James Tavernier was superb tonight. Offensively, yes. Defensively, shaky. I mean, there was a few of them that were quite shaky at points tonight. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And that kind of leads to Dortmund getting the equaliser. Goldson just makes the wrong decision with this clearance. He's just made the wrong decision. I'm not going to be too critical of him because it's just one of them moments. The ball kind of flashes to him. He makes the wrong decision. Bellingham is kind of gambled that he's going to make an arse of it, and it falls straight into his path. Nothing McGregor can do. It's one each. From then on, mate, I think Rangers receded and we looked really tired. I was beginning to worry how tired we were looking. Scott Arfield, I don't want to pull him out, but he was a yard off at times. The play was kind of passing him by, and I was beginning to worry that they were getting a grips of the game, and then another kind of calamity bit of defending, mate, leads to them taking the lead, and we go in at half-time 2-1, mate. I'm not going to lie, mate, at half-time, I was gutted that they'd made it 2-1, and I had that wee niggling bit in my back of my mind where I was going, God, we looked tired there, and if we continued to play the way that we played towards the end of that first half, I thought we'll get punished.
It felt as if the half-time whistle couldn't have came quick enough for us. It just felt they were.
Do you think that was like the longest first half of your life? But like,
it was horrible.
They were on forever.
Rangers made it. Rangers made it like that at the end up because their composure on the ball, their distribution, everything was just going wrong for us. And I think Dortmund could smell blood. I think they could smell blood they were getting. You could see the confidence in them. Mm-hmm. And we just needed that half-time whistle. We needed to breathe and just to pull ourselves together and regroup, really. I won't lie, at half-time, I feared the worst. Might be take some Myers points off me for that one, but I feared the worst. I really did. I thought, here we go. Same old Rangers in Europe. We've done the hard work and now we just shoot ourselves in the foot, and I was fearing us. And I knew something had to change at half-time, whether it be attitude or tactics or personnel. But I think personnel and tactics changed for the better, which I think one is the tie, which I know we're going to go into.
We definitely will go on to it, mate. I'm not going to lie, mate. At half time, I said 2 each as I winced a wee bit. I was like, 2 each, it'll be 2 each tonight. I generally did say that. However, into the second half, mate, and we pull Borna Barisic off and put Balogun on. Again, I hate to be negative here, but you've got to call these things as you see it. Barisic was so poor. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. But some of his decision makings and one bit, especially in the first half, summed him up. He tried to play a ball to Kent. The defender had actually committed himself to coming forward, made an arse of it and fell over. And Balogun pretty much just passed out the park. Barisic just passed out the park. And I was like, fuck, what's happened to you? Like, honestly, he doesn't look correct. Anyway, I'm not going to get too negative on it. That he's the only person for me tonight that didn't get pass marks for Rangers. Everybody else, literally to a man, was superb. Honestly, superb. This second half, mate, I just said it there. I thought if we don't change this, we're going to get punished because they're going to find a way through us. What Giovanni Van Bronckhorst has done, and he's took some criticism, mate, quite rightly so, recently with some things, but this is an absolute masterstroke from Gio tonight. He's identified the problem. He's moved us to almost a back five in defence. Barisic comes off, Balogun comes on, Bassi moves out to the left back. John Lundstrom starts to play in the middle in between Balogun and Goldson, and it nullified them, mate. I thought it was, when I first seen it, I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to be holding on here. We're literally going to be scraping through, but I hold my hands up. I was completely wrong. This completely changed the whole feeling around how dangerous Dortmund felt.
Aye, and I think it was breathing confidence through the players. I think the more compact you were, the more we started controlling the games and controlling the game. And Dortmund were running out of questions for our defence. This is what I expected from Van Bronckhorst when we got him. This is what I was wanting to see from him, is this tactical awareness. People say I've got a cheek to say that because I did say when we got Dortmund, I said I would feel comfortable if Gerrard was the manager. So get it up your Ryan for saying that. But I would go as far as saying that was a masterstroke from Van Bronckhorst tonight, because I think it was a total game changer. They were coming out in the second half with their tails up, ready to put another one by us. And he's played a blinder. It reminded me, it's not the same tactic, but it reminded me, and somebody might correct me tomorrow when they watch this, of Rangers away to Monaco. And Advocat played two guy as a sweeper.
That's right.
That night.
Yep.
And it was and everybody was going, what is happening here? But it was a masterstroke from Advocat, and that's what it reminded me of. It was just a ballsy decision to make, and it changed the game. And they didn't ask too many questions of us after that. And everybody played their role. Balogun, Goldson, Lundstrom, Bassi, Tav, they just played perfectly to it, and well done, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, because your tactics were over the two legs, absolutely spot on.
Absolutely spot on, mate. He has to take the credit where it's due. There's no doubt about it. And we were almost like a 5-3-2 in defence, and it was inviting Dortmund onto us, but the space that we were getting when we were getting the chance to break, with Kent and Morelos playing as the top two, I mean, we'll stop and we'll talk about Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos especially, mate. Maybe more Ryan Kent actually tonight. He didn't stop. He just, every time he got the ball, he looked dangerous. They hated when he got the ball because they didn't know what he was about to do next. I honestly couldn't be more happy with the commitment that they've showed over the two legs, Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos as well. Saying as well during the game, who taught Alfredo Morelos to kill a ball? Every time a balls were getting fired at him, absolutely fired at him, and he's just going, boom, dead, ball's dead, playing the pass and getting going. I'm going, my God, the amount of times he got us up the park today as well, Alfredo. But the top two in the second half, mate, Alfredo Morelos and Ryan Kent. Spoiler alert, everybody. If James Tavernier didn't score the next goal that we're about to talk to, 100% Ryan Kent would be my man of the match. I don't think there's a real doubt about it. terrorised them tonight, and he did not stop.
Oh, he was relentless, absolutely relentless, and said to the guy next to me before the game started, I said, that's the best I've ever seen Kent in a Rangers shirt in that away game. In the first leg, I thought he was world class, absolutely world class. His attitude, his desire to win the ball, on the ball, he was just everything you want for Ryan Kent. And tonight, I thought he was great as well. He's terrorised them constantly, just running at them and beating them constantly. He's a joy to watch. There's a kind of an electric surge around Ibrox when he's running with the ball, and you can feel everybody's like, go on, take him. And when he beats a man, it's a joy to watch. It really is, and I love watching Kent when he's playing in that gear. It's phenomenal, and it'll be interesting to see him in a Dortmund shirt next year when they come in from for 40 million.
Yes, yeah, about 40 million, mate. Yes, yeah, and some. No, I just think there's just the commitment, the desire, the non-stop, the whole feeling around the both of them, Morelos and Kent. It was, I am not going to stop. Nothing will stop me, and I'm so impressed by them. I really am. Ryan Kent, especially tonight, was just constant, absolutely constant, mate. And then we level the game, mate, and but of dreamland stuff happens. Calvin Bassey, again, down the left-hand side. I cannot praise Calvin Bassey. I don't know how to put into words how to praise Calvin Bassey. I really don't. The guy at centre-back, solid as a rock. The guy at left-back, again, up and down that wing, like he had nothing to lose. Like, there was nothing really for it. It was just all about committing and being there for his teammates, and again, just going at them, not giving up on balls, and him to get the crossover. It's calamity defending by Dortmund. They should do better, but who's at the back post? Having it on his own, on the half volley, mate, smashes at home, and it's 2 each. And I was feeling rather good at this point.
Ecstasy, absolute ecstasy. It was. It felt like that was it. It did when he scored. I was like, "We've done it. We have done it. This kills them off. It has to kill them off." And Bassey's desire, like, he's got an affiliation with the government. Like, that everybody around about me seems to love Bassey, and it's credit to him because I think he was out of favour a wee bit before we got injuries at centre half, and then people doubted he could play at centre half because he'd had a bit of a shocker in Prague, I think it was. And he's a credit to himself, Carney. He really is at his age, and to play centre half and make that centre half position his own. And now he's left back. For me, his left back position's his. He's 100%. Such a good player for us. He's such an underrated player for us now. That run is just Calvin Bassey. It's like, see if there's just a tiny glimpse of a space down that wing, you can see he just thinks to himself, I'll knock that up the wing, and if anybody gets in my way, I'll take them with me. And who would get in his way? He's like a train.
Absolutely.
His desire's brilliant. Great ball over. And we've seen Tav come against these kind of balls across to the back post and blast him over the bar, but he's composed, smash it in the back of the net, and as you say, like, Ibrox erupts again. A lot of relief, because it was Rangers have showed balls. They've obviously went up 1-0, but to go down 2-1 then bring the game back, they've showed balls to do that, because we've seen this Rangers team collapse before, and I, for one, worried that might happen again, and they've showed balls, and they've shut people like me up and shut my thoughts up, and they've showed balls to do that tonight, and I'm so fucking glad they did
it. No, mate, it's very honest of you. Again, I just think what Gio decided to do tonight just worked a treat. It really did work an absolute treat. It was 2 each, and then I thought it was 3-2, mate, and I have seen this back, and I've got no idea why this goal's been disallowed. Honestly, if anything, it's a free kick to Rangers. The Dortmund player's about to play the back pass. Morelos gets his foot in front of him before he makes connection with the ball. Morelos gets kicked in the left foot and then plays the pass with his right foot. So if anything, it is a free kick to Rangers. Morelos is off at this point, running through with the ball. He didn't actually pass it, he won the ball, but he kind of played it at his own path, if that makes sense. He chased it on, 2 against 1 against the keeper. He squares it to Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent puts it away, and I thought that was it, mate. I was ecstatic I don't even know how to sum up how it was. I thought, oh my goodness, this tie is dead and buried, and not only are we going to we're going to go through, but we're going to win twice against Dortmund. So this is a shocker of a decision. When everybody sees it back, I think they'll probably agree it's a shocking decision. It should have been 3-2. However, mate, even after that, we make a sub. Scott Arfield comes off for Glenn Kamara. Again, I thought Scott Arfield ran himself into the ground, but I think his legs weren't really coping with the pace of the game. I think Dortmund were far too quick for him. No disrespect to Scott Arfield. I love the guy. Everybody knows how much I love Scott Arfield, but I thought he could have been taken out of dodge a wee bit earlier. However, it's all kind of irrelevant now. It doesn't really matter. And it was backs to the walls, mate. For a wee bit, it felt like they were continuing to come at us as much as they could, but one man in particular, again, John Lundstrom, give me a job, gaffer, and I will do it. And again, he done that tonight. Midfield, defensively, winning his battles in the air. Again, running out of ways to praise John Lundstrom. He was a machine tonight.
Yeah, he's honestly, even when he was going through that sticky spell, I could see something in him. Like I'd seen it at Sheffield United, but I could see something in him even during that. He's got this kind of leadership quality, and he's coming out. He's out his shell now. He's not coming out his shell. He's out his shell now. He is roaring at people, and I know you're up in the club depth. You might see it sometimes. He is roaring at people constantly. He wants them up the park. He's organising people. He's heart on his sleeve. He will just give 100% for Rangers, and it's crazy to think it's this 24th of February, maybe 4 weeks ago, we were sitting saying Lundstrom's on his way out, he's gone, He'll get rid of him. And now he's like, for me, he's undroppable. Like, he's absolutely undroppable in that team because he's playing so well, and he's what you want. He's just, like I say, his heart and sleeve, he's that last-ditch tackle, intercepting the play, just shows a passion for playing football, and it's sometimes we criticise that Rangers team for being too nice. He's not that. He is. I mean, he's fair, but he can put in a hard tackle, and it's exactly what the team feed off the crowd when the crowd react to that kind of tackle. And Lundstrom was fantastic tonight, absolutely fantastic, and he's rapidly turning into a fan's favourite. I think Lundstrom.
Yeah, I can't disagree, mate. He's undroppable just now, and his performance after performance right now from him. Whatever's happened, whatever conversations he's had, whatever changes he's made, it's worked for him. And I don't know if it is Ryan Jack being there, I'm not sure, but John Lundstrom was just, every time the ball went into the box, it seemed to be his head that was meeting it. Again, it's all in the flash of the moment of the game, and it might be different when I eventually watch the full game back, but just credit to them. Same as Balogun went on, one tackle in particular that I remember back, it was like the last minute, just put out his leg and stopped that boy getting a shot away. I was like, it's literally outstanding defending. That was the reason. That's when the question came up in my head of, if he's fit, why did you not play him in the first place? But anyway, doesn't matter, mate. We survive. We get to the end. I think Dortmund had kind of ran out of maybe not ideas, probably steam themselves. They'd had quite a bit of effort into it as well. They made a number of changes to try and make something happen, but they couldn't get the breakthrough, mate. And it finishes 2-2. Ibrox has a very special moment that we all enjoy, and we were treated to a special rendition of I'm Feeling It, as these nights seem to bring, mate. Didn't make it any less special. It was superb and truly a night to remember, mate. And I could not be prouder of my team for what we've managed to do. And if this isn't the catalyst to kick us on for the rest of the season for what we need to achieve, I don't know what ever could be. We have knocked out Borussia Dortmund in the Europa League, mate. Like, what is happening? We've scored 6 goals against them. We've conceded 4, yes, but we didn't lose any of the 2 ties, and we're through to the last 16 of the Europa League. I'm just so proud, mate.
Aye, it's like we said a week ago, and you couldn't get the smiles off our faces. There's times, I think these moments are like few and far between. You get caught up in the right, you need to win. You get caught up in that so much as a Rangers fan, but these moments come along, can't they? And you're just, it's like watching your kid or your niece or nephew or whatever, and you get this moment where you're just so proud of them for what they've done. You're so proud of them, and you hope that they know how proud you are of it, because they've went, like we said, we've exercised this in the past 2 pods, but they've went toe to toe with a huge club, and they are a Champions League club for me. They're a fantastic outfit. Yeah, their two centre halves are humming, but their two centre halves are humming. But they have got class throughout that team. They were brilliant, and Van Bronckhorst deserves so much credit, and so do these players. And I think the players were a bit taken aback by that reception tonight. I don't know if you thought that. I think they were looking up at the stands as if bloody hell the full stadium is still here, applauding us, singing, and I think they were quite taken aback by that. But that I think it was so important we showed the appreciation because, yeah, they saw the scenes outside Ibrox last season for winning that league for us, which meant everything to us. But they've never really gone through this with the crowds in the stadium, and that's if you give us everything, you'll get it back tenfold from the fans. You will get it back tenfold. They owe it to themselves, and I really hope I'm right when I say this. See what they've done tonight, putting out this team, Borussia Dortmund. They now owe it to themselves to go and win that league. Go and win that league and prove to everyone that is where you're at. You're at this top table. You're one of the top teams in Europe because you can't just show up against Dortmund and then lose a league to. We'll go into that on Friday, tomorrow, in the preview pod. They need to keep going with us because they are good enough to win this league and win it by far because they're the best team in Scotland for me, and they show it so many times, and they're letting themselves down domestically just now, and I just want to kick on as we all do.
I feel like the Churchill nodding dog. Everything that you were saying there, my head was just constantly nodding along with you. I actually caught myself doing that there. But, mate, you're saying everything that we all think. I feel when, look, we are, first and foremost, we're fans. We love doing this podcast because we love to share moments like this with you, but we want what everybody wants. This has to be the kind of the line in the sand, right? Okay, that's done. Look at what you can give us and look what we can give you back, as you said, mate. It's a moment that I'll remember probably for the rest of my life, mate. We said before we started recording, I'm not sure we'll ever beating a team like this in my lifetime. I'm really not sure if it will ever happen again until we get Dortmund, obviously, Barcelona, even in the next round, mate, and put them out. But I think the players need to realise that we're here with them. They just have to give them as much commitment as we give them, and everything will be okay. We are more than good enough to win this league, mate. More than good enough. And yeah, okay, tonight might have been a wee bit smash and grab in the terms of maybe took the lead. We maybe took the lead against the run of play, but we thoroughly deserved that draw tonight for the efforts that we put in. I don't think anybody would deny that for us, and we thoroughly deserved our win. So the players, the team, Gio, the coaching staff, the fans to a certain extent have earned this. We've earned to put out Borussia Dortmund, and it's truly a night to remember. I certainly won't be forgetting it in a rush. An incredible night, and yeah, overwhelming pride that I have in my football club tonight, and the players and Gio. Absolutely superb. Ryan, man of the match, mate.
Oh, it's got to be Tavernier. It's got to be James Tavernier for me. I think Ryan Kent was great. I thought Morelos he had a hard shift tonight, Morelos, especially the first half with the long balls he was getting played. It just wasn't coming off for him, but his first touch was there. I thought Ryan Jack was as normal, relentless, just his work rate. Lundstrom,
even Aribo as well at times tonight, not even mentioned him. The way he was gathering the ball in, beating 2 or 3 players just to get his up the park, and again another one that he was tremendous.
Yep, tidy play. Balogun was great when he came on. Bassey again, just another great performance for Calvin Bassey, but James Tavernier has played a huge part in us winning this tie. He scored 2 goals, showed the balls to put the penalty away, and scores the goal that just takes all the nerves away and makes me feel immense and so proud of this team. And yes, James Tavernier is man of the match for me, mate. What a set of balls on him.
I'm not disagreeing with you. James Tavernier for me, again, special shout outs to everybody that we spoke about. Kent, Morelos, Bassey, Lundstrom, Jack, Aribo. Goldson as well at times was great. Made a few bomb scare decisions at points, but I think it was the pressure of the tie as well, and it was kind of to be expected. But James Tavernier to step forward, to be the Rangers captain, to get us 2 goals, very proud of James Tavernier. And if there's anybody in that team that probably deserves it, it's probably James Tavernier for the commitment and the desire to stay at this football club and to continue to be our captain. He's very much a Rangers captain now for me, and he deserves to wear that armband with absolute pride. Very proud tonight, very, very proud. And into the last 16 we go, mate. The tie will be tomorrow, or whenever you watch this, it'll be Friday morning at 11 a.m. It has just passed midnight, mate, as we're recording this, so it will be Friday morning at 11 a.m. Bring on whoever you want. I could not care less who we get. I really couldn't. We all said, the chances to get through, we'll get a small team. We've just put out Dortmund. I don't care who we play. I genuinely do not care who we play. Bring it on. Another night like that at Ibrox would be absolutely superb. Ryan, I know it's late, mate. I really do appreciate you coming on this late, mate, after getting back from Ibrox. So thank you very much, mate. And probably speak to you tomorrow for the preview pod, mate.
Indeed, mate. Where else would I rather be? Love talking about Rangers. You can wake me up out of my bed to talk about Rangers, mate. Absolutely love it. Hope everybody enjoyed that tonight and are proud of that team. And I hope if any of the players are watching this, I'm sure they're all sitting in their beds watching this. Go on, go kick on in this league now. Prove it. You owe it to yourselves. Do it.
Definitely, mate. I could not agree more. They deserve it now. They deserve to go and do it now, because that's a special night, and it's a night and a feeling that we'll hopefully have for a long time to come. So that'll do us for tonight. We will be back tomorrow with a club preview pod, but that is for tomorrow. Let's enjoy tonight, as I'm going to go and watch the highlights, because why would you not? Why would you not go and watch the highlights of that game? As always, shameless, please do like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel. As I say, subscribe to our socials as well if you would like. You can buy the podcast a coffee, or you can join the channel from the 99p. That would also be great, but forget all of that. As I say, even if you're not going to subscribe, I said this in the last time, if you're not going to subscribe, thank you for tuning in and sharing this moment with us, because we've just put Borussia Dortmund out of the Europa League. So this is one to remember. There's no doubt about it. So I couldn't be happier than right now. See if you know it. Should be with me until the end of time. I am feeling it. Good night, everyone. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast.